For channel associated signaling, uh, there are 32 channels in a single link, and in order to send a quality audio across the trunk, it requires a sampling rate such that each channel should be 64 kbps at least. So 64 kbps is the minimum possible bandwidth for sending an acceptable quality of audio across the trunk. So since each link has 32 channels, so the total bandwidth requirement for each link comes to 2 Mbps. So that's how the 2 Mbps figure comes for channel associated signaling. Now, how this information, how these 32 channels link is sent across the trunk is by packing the information in frames. So information is sent in bunch of frames. Each frame has 32 bytes containing information about each channel. Now in each frame, the 0th and the 16th frame, sorry, 0th and the 16th channel is used for control information, especially 16th one. 0th is for the synchronization purpose. So this is one frame of channel associated signaling. So you can say on one link, the data and the control information is transmitted from one exchange to another over these frames. So excuse me. So each frame is of 32 bytes, and these 32 bytes information, it belongs to 32 channels of the link between two network exchange. So as we discussed, the channel associated signaling is a signaling protocol between two network exchanges, and one such link contains 32 channels, and information about these 32 channels are packed in one frame, and it is transmitted from one exchange to another exchange. Now there are basically two types of information transmitted from one exchange to another. It is first one is the user data, which is the actual audio, or nowadays it is video or multimedia, and the control information. Now in the channel associated signaling, the control information as well as user data, they both are transmitted over the same link from one exchange to another. And this is one of the drawback of channel associated signaling, because if the same physical media is used for transmitting the control as well as user data information, then it is not possible to optimize each one for the best throughput. Now let us come back to the frame structure. In each frame there are 32 bytes. Each byte belongs to one channel of that link. So let's say the 0th byte, it will contain the information about, sorry, the 0th and the 16th byte, they are used for special purpose. Rest all the bytes are used for conveying the user data, conveying the audio for that particular channel. So let's say the first channel, first byte will contain the audio sample for the first channel. Then the second one will contain the audio sample for the next channel. Likewise, there are 32 channels, but the 16th channel is used for conveying the control information, and the 0th channel is used for conveying for basically the synchronization purpose. Okay, so between two frames we'll have synchronization, multi-frame synchronization, uh, that is done by the 0th channel. The 16th channel is the control carrier. So it basically contains the information about the commands between two exchanges. So basically there are, let's say, 32 channels. This 16th channel is 8 byte data. It is divided into 2, so 4 byte for one channel. So the first 4 bytes will contain information about nth channel. The second will contain the information about n plus 1th channel. So let's say this is, if it is the first frame of the link, then it will contain the information about channel 0 and channel 1. If it is second frame, it will contain information about channel 2, channel 3. The third one will contain information about 4 and 5 likewise. So basically 16 channels, 16 such frames are required to convey information about all the 32 channels. 16 such frames are required. This is also now what kind of control information does it contain? These are some of the examples, like 1001 stands for that channel is idle, or 0001 stands for Caesar. So let's say the user has tried to make a call and the network tries to seize that particular channel, then it will send this 0001 command, and then 1101 for acknowledging. Likewise, there are other commands also, but I'm not going deep into that. But let us take this as a precursor to our common channel signaling. So this is channel associated signaling. Now, as you can see, there are visibly many drawbacks in this kind of communication. The first one is that since control and user information, user data, both are in the same link, so it is not possible to optimize each optimize the control separately, because generally the user information, user data used to be a very fat channel, because it's a lot of audio, lot of video, whereas control information is very thin in command. It's very it can be optimized separately, but here it is in the same channel, in the same link, so it is not possible to optimize it. Second thing is, since one frame contains the control information about two channels only, so if let's say it has to wait for 16 more channels to actually convey the information. So let's say somebody tries to seize the channel 1, and currently the frame running is containing information about channel 2, then it has to wait till 16 channels before sending that command. So it causes inherent delay in call setup. So these are some of the drawbacks for, so hence it was